As we mentioned before, an awesome lineup. Number 1, Ben Hampton. On the wing, Sevi and Fanua. And also Sau and Newman in the centres. The crafty halves of Walker and Geese. The skipper, Stephen Thorpe, will wear number 8. Butterfield and Garbutt will join him in the front row. And in the back row, it's Glasby, Hogan, and Matt Grayeski comes in the starting lineup. Kenny Bromwich wears number 13 after Lungi Setu was injured during the week. Liam McDonald, Parnapa and Kaufman will be on the interchange bench also, and the coach is Craig Ingebrigtsen. And also a great lineup here with Liam Taylor wearing the number 1 on the wings for Ramo, and also Milne playing his last game here, David Milne in the centres. Morgan and Firefire Law in the halves, Murphy, and that smart number 7, Matt Minto for the Mackay Cutters. In the front row is Andrews and Hoare, the hooker Anthony Mitchell. The powerful Jason Taumalolo comes into the back row along with Gesh and Babongi as the skipper. On the bench is Webster, Shernack, Davies and Nilsson. And their coach is Kim William, and he...
First time since 2007 the East Tigers have appeared in a grand final. And a word for both the coaches too, Scott. You spoke about Kim Williams and how he's been one of the stars. Also Craig Ingebrigtsen. It's the first time since 1996 this afternoon that 2 rookie coaches have led their team to a grand final.
Yeah, they've had outstanding seasons, both of them, and not about their coaching, Matty. I think that from speaking to the players that they coach, it's probably the respect and the relationship that they both have with their players off the field has been really the standout for me with both these coaches. Both outstanding people as well.
So the time for talking's over. The Intrust Super Cup Grand Final for 2013 is underway. And it's Garbutt with the first run for the Tigers, and he aims that straight at Murphy. And Babongi there as well. It's a mismatch of size with some of these giant East Tigers forwards probably running at some of the smaller defenders from Mackay. That'll be one of the keys here today, how they can handle the big back rowers of the East Tigers, and also vice versa, Jason Taumalolo.
I'll be really interested when Mackay get the ball in their hand if they do start playing a little bit more width and trying to turn this big East Tigers forward pack around. The teams that they have been beaten by this year have really used the ball early on and moved the big team around.
The first kick from Geese of the afternoon. Firefly Law, who defends in the centres, but more often than not goes back to receive those kicks, and he gets the first touch for Mackay. Handled well by Sau and Glasby. An important phase of any game, but particularly a grand final, the first 5 or 10 minutes. Complete your sets, make no mistakes. Of course, we're streaming live online again this afternoon, as was the case last week at Langlands Park via qrl.com.au. If you're a league fan, you should be tuning in. Good to have your company wherever it is you're watching us online. There's Jardine Babongi. They've 4 players, the East Tigers, who have appeared in the grand final in the Intrust Super Cup. Not one of the Mackay team has had that. It's still the last. That rebounded away. It wasn't played at.
Well, it was good pressure from the East Tigers. They knew that the ball was coming to Minto back onto the right. He's their regular kicker. And good field position for the East Tigers very early on in the game also. Drew Garbutt.
That'll be the first sign of nerves we've seen. Butterfield. Geez, there's a question on that pass. You heard the call coming from one of the players forward. The referee, Clayton Sharp, says it was okay. Just short of the 30 played by Grayeski. Here's Cody Walker. And out the back to Hampton. Good defence from Morgan. One of the standouts for Mackay last week, and a special afternoon for Michael Morgan. You may have read in the press during the week his close relationship with Alex Elisala, who passed away earlier this year. He's playing for him this afternoon. As Walker bumps away from 1 and 2. Down the short side they come. Hampton, they get it away. They might have scored the first time. Sevi spinning and puts it down in the corner.
Touch and goal.
What about the body movement here from Sevi? Whether he scored it or not, the ability to take this ball and swivel out of the tackle of Barreto Ferramo. There's nothing happening down the short side. It was man on man, it looked like. Yeah, 3 defenders on 3 attackers. A cat-out ball from Hampton. And from face value, it looks like Sevi has opened up the scoring for the East Tigers.
He's caught out badly here for Ramo. Here's the spin. There's a foot hit the touch line.
He's dropped it. He's dropped it. He's dropped the ball.
Just wait for it.
He had no room at all to work with Maile Sevi.
I think he's dropped this ball.
I think Tony Maxud is keen to have another look if he can. I couldn't really say categorically from that replay. We'll have another look. Here it is again.
You watch just before Sevi, he does a fantastic job, but just as he puts the ball down here, he loses contact with the ball right there.
Yeah.
Just wait here. Cutters, wait. Wait for a decision.
Mate, he's lost the ball over the line. It's a 20-metre restart.
Lost over the line, go to the 20.
Oh, they breathed a sigh of relief there, Mackay. Faramo was caught badly out of position, and Sevi, we know he's an athlete, he almost caught them.
Well, the four wingers here this afternoon, well, I know Firefly Law has been named in the centres, but defends on the wing a lot of the time. Faramo and also Firefly Law up against Sevi and Mahe Whenua. They are as big as any forwards in a lot of the Intrust Super Cup forward packs. The battle alone will be huge from those four men. That's a good lesson for Burrito Faramo to make sure he keeps an eye on Sevi. Very athletic, Maile Sevi.
They're playing down his left-hand side as much as possible early, Mackay. And Firefly Law offloaded beautifully. There's Milne tackle just in from the touchline.
Good experience there from Milne to throw his weight on the ground then.
Minto. Drew. Strong last week, Tyson Andrews. 40, Mitchell wants a penalty, and he'll get a lost ball instead.
This is what we spoke before the game, Matty, about controlling your emotions in these big games. Grayeski just getting over the top of Tyson Andrews, and Tyson Andrews just losing his cool a little bit this early on in the game. This is where you need to get into routine. This is where you need to really build a base for yourself, and controlling your emotions and getting through those sets are the most important thing in these big games.
Let's head down to Peter Basoltis for the first time this afternoon for live action.
It's a terrific afternoon, as we've been saying. Great atmosphere here. The breeze is swirling around here at the North Ipswich Reserve, really not favouring any side. If you were to say it was favouring someone, it would be the East Tigers, but a couple of the key matchups this afternoon. One nearest the camera at the moment, the two back rowers in Tim Glasby and Jason Taumalolo. Mouth-watering stuff, as is the two number 9s going at each other all afternoon, Mitchell and Butterfield. That's going to be an important clash in deciding the outcome of this game this afternoon.
Butterfield to Geese, and Tim Glasby! He uses his size, and now Walker with some guile off the back of that. Can he get a sit on the kick? It rolls dead. Well, there's an ominous warning for Glasby, charging onto that.
He's powerful, he's got great footwork, and I'll go as far to say is I haven't seen a player for a long time, and I'm talking NRL, run better lines than Tim Glasby. He is a fantastic runner of the ball, he runs fantastic lines, and he'll absolutely harass Dan Murphy, the young number 6 from the Mackay Cutters.
Held! Stand up, 2, go.
She did well there, but Bongi. Earlier in the day, it was a victory in the Fogs Colts. East Tigers victorious. They win the premiership there 26-16. And the news got better. 40-18 over Ipswich. They're going for a hat-trick today, the East Tigers. It's Mackay standing in the way of a remarkable achievement. To win all 3 grades would be something pretty special. Away to Minto now for Mackay. He goes to the air. They used this tactic to effect last week. They go up for it. That's come off the Tigers. It's play on. It'll be knock on now.
Knock on.
The kicking game of Matt Minto was so controlled last week against the Northern Pride. He got his team back into that game as they looked a little bit flat early on, and it's again the first opportunity he has to put up into this swirling breeze. We heard Peter Basoltis talk about the swirling breeze.
Seconds, locked in.
And both games previous to this Intrust Super Cup Grand Final, their fullbacks had trouble with the high ball.
First chance here for the Cutters, and Minto off the right foot.
Ken, get up here.
Hogan's there to account for him, and Also Mitch Garbutt. They're inside the 10, but Bongi. The captain drives his legs. Wouldn't they love an early try here? They're rank outsiders with the bookies. Try and tell the Cutters that. Out they come, Taylor. Ball's over before he met Cody Walker. Gesh there at dummy half. Runs himself the back rower. 2 tackles left. Mitchell. Minto kicks. It's off the foot. And Garbutt. We know he's more than just a big body, and he shows his skill there again.
What about that? Off the feet. Matt Minto looking for a 4th tackle as Sevi nearly slices through. It's a soft penalty. But Minto tries to slice one through on the 4th tackle, trying to keep the East Tigers off guard. What about the skill from the big man? 126 kilos, 6'5", runs like the wind, and has hands like Steve Waugh.
He's got feet like Del Piero, just a bit longer.
On the line, when the ball hits the foot. Hold, Cutters, hold! 17, wait! Wait! Go.
So Butterfield restarts play. And Garbutt with the first run.
Hold on one. Go.
Plenty of people talking about this grand final on social media, no doubt, and they'll talk about this run from Butterfield, and he turns it back to Junior Sal. He'll carry him over the line. There's no doubt about that one. Junior Sal, he's unstoppable from the bust from Butterfield.
Well, this is a trademark play, a set play we've seen so much from the East Tigers late in the season, and it's down the short side on tackle 2 between Geese, Glasby and Butterfield. Butterfield loops around. Everyone locks onto Glasby because they're so used to him hitting that short ball. Butterfield receives the ball on a sweep play, sizes up the situation beautifully and gives it to Junior Sal, and as you said, Matty, he is impossible to stop that close to the line.
Junior Sal draws first blood in the Intrust Super Cup Grand Final. He was like a runaway train, Junior Sal. There was no stopping him from there. The veteran of 90 NRL games, 4 games with the Melbourne Storm this year, and Cody Walker, who's off to the Melbourne Storm himself. He slots it from the sideline. They jump out to an early advantage, Peter Basalta, 6-0, and Junior Sal. How do you stop him from there?
Well, you can't stop him from there. And how powerful is this right edge for the East Tigers? Butterfield summed up the situation beautifully, and then Junior Sal, bang, over he goes for the first try of the afternoon. And you throw in Tim Glasby on this side of the field, Mahi Fanua as well, and the traffic will keep coming down this right-hand edge for the East Tigers all afternoon. And don't underestimate that conversion there from Cody Walker. In these conditions, goal kicking is going to be valuable this afternoon, well, that was just a terrific strike from the sideline.
As I said, Matty, that's a set play that we've seen a fair bit of the East Tigers. The Mackay Cutters should have been aware of that. They should have seen that it was coming. Fire Law should have jammed in and taken control of young Butterfield when he came round from the dummy half.
He's been dynamic in the last month, Tom Butterfield. He received our 4X man of the match in the Tigers' victory over the Pride. The captain, Steve Thorpe, down, but he is plenty tough. It'll want to be a proper injury to get Steve Thorpe off the field in a grand final. Oh, it's a knee, accidental.
Yep. Just runs into the knee of Sam Hoare there.
Make sure that watch the tight when you play the ball, okay?
What they are doing well, the East Tigers, they're sending a lot of their big men at the key players for the Mackay Cutters. Murphy on the left, Minto on the right.
Hold here, play the ball.
How about the work rate from Garbutt? That's his 6th carry of the ball inside the first 11 minutes. And now Matt Gray-Eski. They just keep coming and wave the big fellas, don't they? Cody Walker. He wants to use the swirling breeze. There's pressure at the back. It's allowed to bounce. That was a mess, and Steve Thorpe, who gets up and goes again after copping a knock, succumbs on the last, but that's danger signs for the back three to Mackay.
And it's not the first time we've seen it today, Matty. As I said, the games previous to this grand final in the Colts and also the Fogs, we've seen the fullbacks just struggle with that swirling breeze. Got no doubt that'll continue to be used all afternoon.
A nervous start for Burrito Ferramo, 29 tries for the club. He's the record holder, but a bad read in defence earlier, and he allows that one to bounce. We were going to get to social media before Tom Butterfield bust them down the right-hand side, but there's plenty of discussion in cyberspace on both Twitter and Facebook. Hope you're enjoying the grand final. I'm keen to hear your opinions.
That's 4! 7 hold! Lock in!
The Bongi on 4 plays it. Minto. Taylor. Oh, that was a money ball to Milne. He's off down the sideline. It's a chip kick. It's an effective chip kick as well. Now, I reckon this might be a dropout. That came off an East Tigers hand for mine. And that's exactly what the referees ruled.
Oh, wasn't it a beautiful pass from Liam Taylor? Nice flat ball to Milne. Milne showed great skill and vision to see that he had support on the inside.
How good's the kick?
But what about Geese? The effort from Geese. Yeah, off balance. Right foot kick.
Yep. 7. 10
That's
minutes.
a pet play for them. They scored their first try last week against the Northern Pride, virtually out of nothing, with a long pass to that left-hand side, and they've worked it beautifully again. Cody Walker, he wants his trademark bouncing kick over the sideline, but he only finds Jason Taumalolo.
Up now! Tackle 1, lock in 11.
Now Mitchell, the offload has been knocked down by Thorpe.
He looked dangerous, but Mitchell, didn't he? A lot of space out of dummy half.
So down to you, Pete, on the sideline.
Yeah, Anthony Mitchell, you can just see that the situation is there for him. He likes this area, particularly around the opposition 20-metre line. That's where he can create a lot of havoc. He wouldn't be out of place in a 6 or 7 jumper, Anthony Mitchell, but he's a terrific number 9. He'll come out the back of the scrum here.
Minto. And over to Michael Morgan. He nearly gets on the outside of Cody Walker. Great defence from Walker. He showed him the sideline and then put him over it.
Well done, Cody Walker. He's always going to be a target here this afternoon because he is such a key player. But he allows Morgan patience for himself. Sevi also held off. And Cody Walker slides Michael Morgan over the sideline. First tackle. At the moment, the Mackay Cutters, again, we talk about handling the occasion. They're not making the right decisions this early on in the game. They're not building a base for themselves for the likes of Mitchell and those players to get out of dummy half and create havoc.
Yep, go. Out!
So can they administer some defensive pressure here, Mackay? Here's Butterfield. And away goes Sevi. Coming in off the wing.
On 2, lock in 8. Hold!
Glasby. He's so mobile for a big man. Butterfield to Garbutt, who winds up on the back of that run from Glasby, the 2 Gs.
There's just no rest, is there? There's no rest when you're defending against this Tigers side.
4.5.
Where you reckon the ball's going?
Straight up. Bingo. Hampton's the man with the kick. This is a deep one. Oh, Taylor was running around. They're lucky a couple of these bouncers haven't gone against them. At the back, Mackay.
Wait for the ball at the foot, Tigers.
They brought rain and sleet down with it. Well, it would have if there was a cloud in the sky here at Ipswich, but you get the point.
Get off the ball. Tackle 1. Here it is here. Go. Forward. Win it.
It's exactly what they did last week, the big men for the Cutters against the Northern Pride, a much bigger forward pack.
Oh, gee, this is a mess, an absolute mess from Mackay.
I think they're still going to get the feed here.
Knock on.
Tigers from the first knock on, first forward pass, I should say, from.
Well, I think he's saying Ferramo lost it before he was able to pushed it out the back, and that was forward anyway from Babongi, but oh.
Forward pass from Babongi is going to get the feed for the East Tigers, and again, field position for the Tigers.
Nice and tight. Cutters number 1.
The same game plan as last week against the Pride.
Out!
Big men coming off the flanks, taking the pressure off the forwards.
Here's Hampton.
Surrender! Up now! 1. That's so good.
Hogan to Grayeski. Heard the groan.
Question
mark on the pass there.
Go.
Garbutt's been outstanding through the first 17 minutes.
3. Line again. Hold! Lock in there! Go.
Butterfield.
Good.
Matt Grayeski.
Hold!
Fourth tackle. There's a problem here with the lock forward.
Tackle 4. Okay, mate. Thank you.
There's nothing in that.
Next time.
Oh, it's a twisted leg underneath. We'll take a break in the Intrust Super Cup Grand Final at 6-0.
Tackle 4. Matt, make sure you stay up tight, mate. You got to bring up there.
Hold the line.
17 and 6, hold. Tackle 4.
You rejoin us with Newman tackle. Grayeski's up and about, and he was able to play that. Now we get to 5. Cody Walker. He doesn't go to the air, he goes to the ground. Great hands, Taylor.
Up now, look in, Tigers.
Liam Taylor morphed into Mark Taylor.
Up now, tackle 2.
They're putting good pressure on Cody Walker, and that would have been one of the messages that the coach, Kim Williams, would have got to his players.
9, release.
Give him too much time. If he has a lot of time on his hands, he usually dictates play.
Good now, 15. Up 12. On 4.
This is a remarkably similar start to last week's game at Langlands Park, where we commented a number of times that Mackay were being dominated by the Northern Pride, and it's the same scenario here, but just prior to half-time, the Cutters were able to put 2 tries on the Pride.
In the middle.
Another high kick here. This is swelling. Firefly Law's got a catch on this. It bounces behind Junior South. That's gone forward off East Tigers, has it not? The referee says it hasn't, and Junior South picked it up on the 40.
I think they've got away with that one, the Tigers.
It's a big call if they have. I could have sworn that's come off a Tiger's hand.
Here we go. Fanua.
9, release. Wait. Play the ball,
Blake,
East.
as we thought, some push and shove. He doesn't mind a tussle, Tyson Andrews.
4. Lock in.
He's still got that haircut, hasn't he?
He's got the haircut for.
Geese, lovely hands from Walker. Another flat ball at the line. That's their go-to play at the moment.
Make it 7.
Grayeski plays it again. Ball on the deck. Minto Newman was able to slip it away. It's been lost by Walker. Down to you, Pete.
Well, there's about to be an interchange made this afternoon, first one of the afternoon for the East Tigers, and it's the number 14 in Liam McDonald. He might be the lucky charm for the Tigers this afternoon. Tasted grand final success the last time we saw a grand final here some 5 years ago while he was playing for the South Slogan Magpies, and he's back in the side, back from injury this afternoon, so Liam McDonald about to be the first interchange for Craig Ingebrigtsen.
There's Michael Morgan. Good strong run from Michael Morgan.
Tackle 3.
He's been great for them in the centres. Typically a half Morgan, but has played in the centres more so for Mackay this year. As they sweep to the left, that's gone a mile forward. Shades of the Super Bowl there.
No worse than Sonny Bills last night. Yeah, forward out of the hands from Liam Taylor.
Well, you reckon that's... Oh, that's only gone about 10 metres forward, Scott.
They really haven't got into a rhythm yet, have they, the Cutters? I think the East Tigers have. But the Cutters haven't got into a rhythm yet where they've really put back-to-back sets.
Come together. Stay in there seconds. Wait for your call. Out!
They've had all the football down Mackay's end in the last 5 minutes. Butterfield, Sevi.
We'll see number 16 there for the Cutters has come on, Carl Davies. Both he and Kelvin Nelson, who will come on a little bit later on. They were instrumental off the bench last week in getting them back into the game against the Pride.
Hampton joins in from the back.
Up there, 3.
Made his NRL debut this year for the Storm. And again, they batted their way forward. McDonald's first carry. Tackled by Davies, out to Geese. The halfback has a crack at them with some lovely stepping. Short side they come, it's been lost forward. They'll have to weather another set, Mackay.
It was the only unfortunate outcome there for Dan Murphy. It was either take a beautiful catch at his toes, or the pressure of Tim Glasby coming through behind the defensive line there. Good attempt there from Murphy.
Tom, tight. Stay there.
So Geese feeds it. They pile on the pressure. Butterfield. His running game's been dynamic in the first 21.5 minutes.
Hold the line. Go. Quick next time, 12.
Dane Hogan. You heard the glowing terms with which his coach spoke about him pre-game. Butterfield. Grayeski. There's 3 of them there. Even if he gets it over, he couldn't possibly get it down. He couldn't get it down, could he?
Tackle 3. Tackle 3. Time out. Well, there's forward movement, boys. Wait for it. Time off. Hold here, 17.
You think it's just a matter of time, wouldn't you?
You get that feeling. Geese came to Glasby.
That's 4. Looking, Jane. Hold.
They've got through 4, Mackay. 2 more cracks, the Tigers. Butterfield, another short ball. Wonderful tackle, Davies.
The lumberjack.
He axed him. Walker kicks to the in goal. Taylor was casual, but batted it there. They'll get another set.
Tenacious defence from the Cutters. First was Milne and Murphy on a flying Glasby at the line. And then Carl Davies comes up with a tackle on Liam McDonald one-on-one.
To my left-hand side.
Again, control from Cody Walker. It's just
6.
Geese and Cody
10
Walker,
metres,
what
mate.
they're very good at is just
17.
tightening the screws,
Let's go, Cutters.
keeping a side under pressure. We heard the 2 captains before the game saying what's going to be most important is going to be possession. At the moment, the East Tigers are the side that can controlling possession the best out of the 2.
Oh no, this has gone out on the full. The breeze has got hold of it and blown it over the sideline.
2 points.
And they'll take the shot, the Tigers. A show of respect for Mackay's defence.
I don't think it's a bad thing for the Mackay Cutters. They get a chance to kick off and get down the other end of the field.
10 metres is the line, Cutters.
That didn't just go a little bit out on the full. That was in the first row. They would be happy with this, the Cutters. Down to you, Pete, on the sideline.
Well, that missed the touchline by about 8 or 9 metres. It wasn't even a near thing. It just went way out over the sideline there. And the call came straight from the coach's box, Craig Ingebrigtsen, saying take the 2, and they'll take the 2 to take that 8-point lead. And probably one of the most influential players off the bench this afternoon coming onto the field in Kenny Bromwich. But just following on from what Sats had to say just before we see this shot, a penalty goal from Cody Walker, it was one of the strengths for the Mackay Cutters last week was the impact they had off their bench. And it's one of the reasons why both of these 2 teams are involved in grand final day. They've just got terrific squads, one right through to 17.
I would have kept the pressure on here, I think.
He was quick to call it, Craig Ingebrigtsen. So it's an 8-0 lead.
It's not a bad replacement, is it? Langi Setu is injured during the week, NRL experience, and in comes Kenny Bromwich, who finished off the season in the Melbourne Storm.
What's his name?
Kenny Bromwich.
Time it.
Kenny Bromwich. Between him and Craig Ingebrigtsen.
You're hopeless. Jack Joe has played in the preliminary game.
Release. Lock in one.
There's McDonald. There was some rough treatment. Gesh and Babongi there.
He was outstanding last week, Chris Gesh. Involved in everything. It's close to our 4x man of the match.
Over here. Hold. Go.
And Garbutt with another carry.
Release, Johnny. Tackle 4. Hold him, 6. Hold.
That's his 12th hit up for the game.
It's been an amazing start.
That's okay.
Now Geese from inside the 40. Oh, Five by Law makes a play on it. He's kept it in field, I think, Five by Law. That was headed for a 40-20, so he had no choice, Five by Law. He keeps it in and he offloads.
Surrender!
Or has he? Because we've seen some instances this year when players have been out. But it was fantastic work there from Five by Law.
Tackle 2.
It was a play that he had to make to try and even up this possession.
The wind got hold of that.
It's
He's
great
kept
work.
his composure, hasn't he?
Come on, all the way, 11. Good.
That's a big play.
Good work from Taumalolo coming in from his edge, trying to take a little bit of heat off these front rowers.
Mitchell.
Grab it up, last tackle.
So dangerous when he's had the chance with dummy half. Glasby, some extra attention for him. And now Minto.
15 and 16.
Oh. Mackay Fanua.
Look how strong he is.
I don't think he'd even had to catch that. That was going to bounce over the sideline for sure.
Like an oak tree then, they couldn't
Get
move.
up, tackle 2.
Well, the Lumberjacks on the other side.
Johnny, up on 3. Wait. Go.
Another carry from Garbutt.
The footwork and speed for such a big man. He's gone 27 minutes straight as a front rower.
It's been a great start from him.
Terrific
Extraordinary footy.
One tackle. Back 3. Hold there. Right. 3 right. Go.
Jardine Babongi injured in back play.
High kick here from Grant Geese. Mahe Fanua had a catch on that. He couldn't take advantage and Milne, his opposing number 5.
0 tackle 13. Get up.
His last game this afternoon, David Milne. Babongi.
He's coming from the field, Babongi.
Oh, gee, that's
This
a
is
big blow.
This is a big blow.
On 1. Come on, all the way here, 10. Good 13.
The Cutters captain is in despair on the sideline. We'll get Pete to check out his condition, but it doesn't look good. Here's Taumalolo in space. They've sparked to life here with the ball, Mackay.
Hold.
15 short. Mitchell's there. Murphy, Minto, long pass, bullet-like ball, landed with Morgan. Back to Paramo. Inside the 10, Liam Taylor, Matt Minto. And now Webster.
An opportunity then if Webster could get the pass to his right.
Short side they'll go. I think they want to repeat that. They'll go better than that. Barita Paramo crashes over in the corner. Don't worry about the repeat set. They'll score their first try.
Well, it's against momentum, isn't it? And it'll come on the back of Khalifa Five Law's effort down the far end, trying to get possession back for his side. But Mitchell, good vision, gets on the outside of Cody Walker with that pass. And good hands by Michael Morgan onto Faramo. The right-hand side has been a centre of attack for most of the afternoon so far. Good play there from the Mackay Cutters.
How's the distance now, boys? We're settled.
Barita Faramo. He's the record-breaking try scorer for the Cutters, and he gets career try number 30. It's been a shaky start for the winger. A misread in defence. allowing a bomb to bounce, but that will get him in the contest. And when he's confident, Burita Faramo, he's a destructive conveyance.
It's almost like they bluff you, the Mackay Cutters. They start off like last week, a little bit flat, and you think East Tigers are going to be dominating this game, and then all of a sudden they drag the other side into their mindset, and then bang, they react.
This is a tough shot. Not just the angle, but you can see the 4X signs blowing in the background. He starts it right, Taylor, and the wind gets hold of it. Down to you, Pete, at 8-4.
Well, they needed the points there. The Mackay Cutters certainly back into the contest, but here's a side that they don't want to see. Jardine Babongi, he's just trying to walk on the ankle now. He hurt his ankle. This was a part that really aggravated it, coming out the back of this tackle, but he actually aggravated it about 10 or 15 minutes or so ago, and they said he was going to be okay. But this is the try that they needed here, the Mackay Cutters. They're back in the contest, but that's a big loss if they're going to be without their captain, but they're not ruling him out at this stage, but he's trying to get some movement in that ankle.
Davies has made a difference in defence primarily since coming on, and he runs strongly from the kick reception.
Matty, we saw Liam Taylor last week. His goal kicking wasn't that great last week, and with East Tigers and Cody Walker and the pinpoint accuracy that he's got with his kicking, you know, you think it may play a role here today.
He broke the record, 168 points for the season. That's a record haul for the club. But his goal kicking in recent weeks hasn't been great. Morgan, now for Ramo. Back to that man, Taylor. He's in support. Himself. How about that? The Mackay Cutters have cut them apart.
What about the confidence and the strength of Burita Faramo? And it's the ball from Matt Minto that gets Michael Morgan on the outside of the defence. Down the short side, Minto. Nice flat ball, gets on the outside of Cody Walker and commits Sevi. He gets the ball to Faramo from Morgan. It's beautiful hand and a beautiful pass from Morgan. Gets on to Faramo. You had support on the inside. The head-on view will be great there from Morgan. Beautiful hands. Faramo goes to pass inside. Holds off Hampton, just beats him with strength. Had Liam Taylor inside. What about the hands from Morgan there?
He had Liam Taylor all by himself. He said, don't worry about that. Get out of my way.
Oh, these two big wingers for the Mackay Cutters have been a tower of strength for this Mackay Cutters side throughout the finals. Burita Faramo, 17 tries in 2013. His second try for today, back-to-back sets. That hurts. That hurts.
And I said earlier, it was eerily similar to last week. They've done exactly the same thing.
Exactly.
Back-to-back tries out of nothing.
And Matty, exactly the same time period as well. On the 30-minute mark, they scored 2 tries on the 31st and about the 36th minute.
Oh, salty. How would you like to be in front of Burita Faramo at full flights? No, thanks. Leave me out of that one. What a devastating side he is, Burita Faramo. And the Mackay Cutters bench, they were a bit down in the dumps when they saw Jardine Babongi come up, but hasn't it given them a lift? And all the players, they're just on fire at the moment here. And what about this, if Taylor can knock this one over to send them into the lead?
He started the previous one only a couple of moments ago to the right. He corrects it this time. Out of nothing, they're back in front. The captain pumps the fists. He might be hurt, but his team's not down.
Matt Minto, he's been testing down this right-hand side, trying to pinpoint Cody Walker defensively. They see a weakness there, but we've seen in the weeks gone by that Cody Walker has actually defended very well on his edge. But he keeps peppering away, Matt Minto, keeps peppering away. And on 2 occasions now, they've come up with points. Davies again.
I'll tell you what they are, if nothing else. They are gutsy, this Cutters team.
Oh, we spoke about it before the game. You know? On paper, they haven't got a better team than the Tigers, but they've probably got as good a character as anyone in this team. Good run, Taumalolo.
The human wrecking ball.
Keep going 9.
Hogan was the victim that time. There's your man Nielsen, Sats.
He's a little firebrand. He's aggressive, he gets in the face of the opposition, he gets them off the game.
Up the middle again, Mackay, Mitchell. He threatened to slip the pass there. Murphy, Minto, he chips to a corner, it's in behind Mahe Whenua, and in touch and goal. He's wearing jumper 18, Kelvin Nielsen, and it's probably prudent to point out that the number 14 jumper of the Mackay Cutters has been retired this year since that tragic passing earlier in the season of Alex Elisala. But the number 14 jumper remains on the bench with them.
Up 16! On the line here, tackle 2.
Part of the team.
Don't hold him! Go, anyone, Marcus.
Our matchday sponsors BDS, Australia's leading manufacturer of shop fitting, shelving and display equipment available from their branches in all states of Australia. They're proud sponsors of the East Tigers on Grand Final Day. And Smart State Rentals, they've been with the Cutters all season long. Locally owned and operated, they're the preferred vehicle supplier for Mackay Tourism. All your mine, vehicle and hire car needs as well.
Good go.
Inside the final 5 minutes, Walker. Another high one. The Breeze is playing havoc with this. Taylor, oh, he dropped the first one, but not the second.
He coming, winger.
Tardy mouth stuff before half time.
Up on 2. 7 all the way. Go, 2.
Cernak in jumper 15.
10 on me, come on. Go.
Get over, Junior, get over.
Khalifa Faifai-Law, he's been good again.
Held! Release! 4. Go.
Minto, he thought about a 40-20 and saw they were short on their left. These Tigers, Faramo comes back infield, but offloads. And Webster upended.
There was good vision there from Minto because he saw that the right side winger, Sevi, had dropped back.
Mitchell with a little chip in behind them. It's well placed, but Hampton is equal to the task. He gets as far as Faramo.
Up there on 1.
Hasn't the pace increased in the last 5 minutes?
Only because he's in the way. Tackle 2. Tackle 2, Steve.
Got 2 injured here. Mitchell, also Faramo clutching at his neck.
I think Faramo's okay, but Mitchell copped the check there after putting that kick through. He's looked ominous with his chances with the ball in his hand, Anthony Mitchell.
Mitchell gets out a dummy half here, puts a nice kick.
I signed off on it.
Hogan just checks him after he gets the kick away. Nothing wrong with
Tackle
that.
2.
Oh, maybe there was. His arms hit him around the jaw.
Nice and tight. Michael. Tackle 2. Up now. 3.
2 pass.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's Kenny Bromwich.
4. Lock in.
Inside the final 3 minutes now until a much-deserved break for both teams.
Go.
He took exception there, Kenny Bromwich. And Geese, we know he's dangerous when he plays down that right side, the halfback.
Too early, 15.
Butterfield, he goes to the air. This is well placed from Tom Butterfield. He got the bounce from heaven. Back to Junior Sal. The bounce of the ball and the centre gets his second.
We're going to look at onside here.
Cody, last tackle. We have a try. Check the onside, please.
How about the bounce of the ball?
Well, it was a matter of time before it happened. Liam Taylor has let the ball bounce on a couple of occasions here, and he's not the first one here as the effect of this win. Everyone's onside. Junior Sal's at least two metres behind Butterfield when he puts the dummy half bomb up. Oh. Well, Liam Taylor did his best to get across.
I got to wrap Tom Butterfield though. That's a perfectly placed kick. And Junior Sal says thanks for that.
Well, you're never going to stop him that close, can you?
Clayton, that's all clear. It's a try.
They hit back. This seesawing affair continues at 12-10.
They needed it, didn't they, the Tigers? Yeah, Butterfield jumps out of dummy half. Bit of a speculator kick. It's a matter of just putting it up on the 5th tackle and see what happens. And sometimes we always know that those sort of kicks end up with a result.
Well, I can't blame him for kicking it high in this breeze.
Exactly.
The back three have had a nightmare under the swirling ball.
They started off very early on, the Mackay Cutters, putting a lot of pressure on the kickers. They've dropped off that.
Big stroke of luck for the East Tigers there. Peter Basaltis, the bounce was a beauty for Junior South.
Yeah, and came against a run of play as well, but came on the back of some insightful runs there from Grant Geese and some good thinking from Tom Butterfield, the hard-working number 9 for the East Tigers. And this is a big conversion here for Cody Walker, just to give the Tigers that gap after the Mackay Cutters certainly came back at them. One thing is for sure, that the second 40 is going to be relentless here. The quality of football has been outstanding this afternoon, played at great pace.
Here's Walker off the left, curls it around. $14-10.
That hurts, doesn't it? Just before half-time. Minute before half-time. We always see tries just before half-time and how it shifts the momentum leading into the second half.
And Kim Williams, the coach of the Cutters, would be very worried about the confidence element of that, because Taylor and Faramo in particular have looked all at sea under the high ball.
Well, the wind itself has changed. It's turned around in favour of the East Tigers even more as we've kicked off. And the opportunity for the Mackay Cutters to use that wind in the second half to their advantage.
Lock in, hold here, hold, hold. Too early, 16. 9 up, tackle 2. Come on, away. Good.
What a great start from Butterfield again.
3, lock in. Come on, away, 16. Good.
Glasby from dummy half.
9 up, tackle 4.
They're up to the halfway, still 2 tackles left. Walker inside, pass Hampton, cop that. You'll have a look at a shoulder charge here, the referee Clayton Sharp.
That's just good contact.
7, 15.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Chernak comes in, he reads the play beautifully, Chernak. Makes good contact with Hampton.
Take a break. Come on, go.
The arm was wrapped around from Chernak before he made contact.
Yeah, sometimes we go in for good contact and we can't make... We don't have the ability to completely wrap the tackler up. That's not a shoulder charge. That's just really good contact. And the player bounces out of the tackle.
Good decision from the referee. Backed up by Tony Maxsood up in the box.
He's always good.
Let's go, Tigers.
Tony
Cut it.
Maxsood.
Come on, let's go.
The pleasing sign for that was the way that the Mackay Cutters read that play.
He's always good. You've been having a running blue with him for 2 months.
He's always good.
Lock him in tight, Anthony. Time on, ball in. Ball in.
So this will be the last play of the first half. They're going to have a crack at them on this left-hand side. 5 by Law. He tries to turn Mahe Fanua inside out. The ball bounces back to the Tigers and Fanua comes down with it. The siren sounds. He's happy for things to end there. And they'll be happy with a 4-point lead at half-time, the East Tigers. It's been a hectic first half. We're expecting nothing less, but it's the 3rd place East Tigers leading the 2nd place Mackay Cutters. 14-10 at half-time in the Intrust Super Cup Grand Final from North Ipswich Reserve. We're back to wrap up the first half and look ahead to the second 40 on the other side of this break, live on 9. An entire season comes down to this, the last 40 minutes, at least the last 40 minutes in the Intrust Super Cup Grand Final. We're in for a thrilling finish. It's a 4-point advantage to the East Tigers over the Mackay Cutters at the moment at 14-10. The lead has changed 3 times in the first half. They've already won 2 this afternoon, the Tigers. Both the Colts and the Fogs Cups. They're going for the main one here, the Intrust Super Cup. Cody Walker restarts play. They're looking to protect the 4-point advantage at half-time. One thing we know about Mackay, they will not be beaten until the final siren. And they have the advantage, Scott Sattler, in the second half of a very strong wind at their back.
Well, we saw the advantage that the East Tigers got from a lot of their kicks And I think, Matty, I think this wind, if used correctly by Matt Minto and also Murphy, here kicking on the third tackle, Minto inside the 40.
He's got an angle on it. He didn't get the bounce though. Hampton was across. He scrambled there, the full-back, and he needed to be quick.
Yeah, if he uses this wisely, Matt Minto, they'll be able to put these Tigers under a lot of pressure. This big forward pack from the East Tigers, turn them round.
Tackle 2! Lock in! Hold! Keep going, guys!
Butterfield, one of the standouts on the field in the first half, the dummy half.
16 up! 18 here and hold!
William McDonald. Butterfield, he saw a marker offside. Nielsen, he was out of the line like a jet plane.
That was an important tackle that Nielsen made then with one marker.
Doesn't make too many bad decisions, does he, in defence?
11 up! Last tackle!
Parniper in jumper 16. Here's Geese into the win this time. Oh, Liam Taylor allows it to bounce. Newman's chasing! Newman picks it up! Oh no! Liam Taylor! He's having a nightmare at the back!
Tiny last tackle. We're going to try. Check the onside grounding, please.
You've put it correctly. It's an absolute nightmare at the moment for Liam Taylor, this wind. And it looked like a bit of a miss kick here from Geese as the pressure from the inside from the Mackay cutters. Mitchell, by the looks of it, he wanted to try and put it down the right corner with the onside chases. It drifts back. Oh, just slips there, Taylor.
Now we're checking the onside as well.
Oh, he's offside.
He's offside.
Newman's offside down at the bottom of the screen, number
Won't
4.
This is going to save their bacon big time, Mackay. He's about a metre in front. Well, Liam Taylor, he's having a day to forget.
Mate, it's an offside play. Number 4 is offside. It's about where you are, about 4 metres out from where you took the ball from the try line.
Thank you, Tony. No try, offside.
Can you believe that? That has almost kept them in the grand final.
Do you know what? The penalty here is about 4 or 5 metres out from the try line. I really believe the penalty should have been where Shane Newman was offside, 30 metres upfield, 40 metres upfield. See there, Newman, about 42 metres out. That's where he was offside.
Well, I think he was offside because he wasn't expecting that kind of result.
Yeah, exactly.
Gee, what do you do if you're the fullback, Liam Taylor? You've got to regather yourself quick smart. He's been one of their stars this year.
The best thing he can do in attack is get in the dummy half and get a run out of dummy half, get his head back into the game. He's too good of a player not to get back into this game, Liam Taylor.
Tackle 2.
This is Webster, who was hurt last week, if you remember. He's copped a knock once more.
Matty Minto turns him under.
Another accidental one.
Runs into the boot of Newman.
Keep it up, keep it up. One step each one. Tackle 2.
Well, we've got a moment to regather ourselves. Down to you, Peter Basaltis, for the coach's report at half-time.
Yes, that's mentioned something that was the theme of Kim Williams' talk during half-time, and that's just keeping the head up. And he said that about after the East Tigers scored right on the stroke of half-time. Just a report on Jardine Babongi. He's off the field at the moment with an ankle injury, hoping that they'll be able to have him back on the field this afternoon. Craig Ingebrigtsen wants the Tigers to maintain the intensity and not try to force the play, so they just tried to overplay their hand at times during the first 40.
Saw evidence of Taumalolo's strength there. Minto, long ball, hits the deck. Baramo picks it up on the 5th. He bumps away from 1 and 2 and kicks. It's eventually landed in the East Tigers' lap.
Well, there was an opportunity there. If the pass from Minto sticks onto Morgan, they have a 2-on-1 situation. Remember last week against the Pride, Jason Taumalolo was used as that lead runner, taking a lot of pressure off the sweeping Liam Taylor. They haven't had the opportunity to use that much here today. I expect in this second half to Taumalolo to start drifting over to the right side as well.
Another strong tackle there from Carl Davies. He's good off the bench for them. He's known universally now as the Lumberjack, after you nicknamed him that last week.
Hold 16. Wait. Go.
Hampton.
Outside.
You can see that kick is holding up in the wind. Fife by Law.
Come on, boy, let's go.
He's run the ball strongly, Khalifa Fife by Law.
Tackle 1. He's told. Not on him. Wait.
Those sort of tackles there that you saw Grant Geese get involved really late there and drive and push over Fife by Law. Those little tackles are really important in the scheme of things, of your defensive line getting set and having that extra 2 or 3 seconds.
4 up on 3.
Webster's recovered from that earlier knock. Minto.
12 off. Tackle 4. Come on.
Tackled by Hogan around the legs of Nielsen. Chernak. Hogan's there again to account for him. They're in position for a high kick. Up she goes. Minto, he's trying to isolate Mackay. Fanua, look at the ball blowing around. He was good there at the back, Fanua, and he had to stay calm.
Up. 1. Go.
The wind really got hold of that. There's a run from Sebi.
Up now, tackle 2.
He's had a lot of involvement running from dummy half, Malik Sebi.
Up 16 on 3. Come to me.
A player like
Wait.
Liam McDonald's grand final experience will be invaluable here in the second half. And Tim Glasby again.
This is the guy that will be the difference, Glasby.
He's been outstanding himself. Junior Sauer with 2 tries this afternoon. They've rolled upfield without too much tassel here, the East Tigers. It's not a good ball from dummy half. It's unravelled.
Coming forward. Yes, back up here. East.
There's good pressure also here from Milne, chasing out from Marker, putting that pressure on Grant Geese.
Liam Taylor went for a run there and took the tackle.
Taumalolo has to get involved a little bit more coming out of pressure, out of their own end. He's a presence to any defence. Here he goes now.
He's been pretty well contained throughout the first 46 minutes of the game. I wonder who you're tipping on social media. 4 points is nothing in this competition, we know that. Twitter and Facebook. Dorita Ferramo ran out of room and did well to stay in the field of play in the end.
Go, go.
Wrap around. Minto. Minto! Wonderful tackle by Grant Geese, who hits well above his weight. That was forward from dummy half. That was forward as well. And was that one? I don't know if it was. They're over. Mackay have scored. I'm convinced there was 2 forward passes there. Some pushing and shoving.
I haven't awarded it. Get out of there, cutters. Haven't awarded it. Take it back.
Well, Mackay need to stop the push and shove. He hasn't called the try yet. And he points to the spot. I don't know whether I'm seeing that. That looked to me that there were at least 2 very, very marginal passes in that.
Well, the replay will tell us here, but it was a nice short pass. It started here with the quick play the ball from Murphy.
Oh, that was forward.
Minto sees it down the short side. Plays the numbers, a nice passing game, and he runs straight. He straightens the line of attack and commits the defenders. And good work there from Fife Law and also Milne.
Hey? Oh, did you? That wind's just turned the other way now, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's a wrong. Thank you.
David Milne, the try scorer. In his last game this afternoon, he retires. Following the grand final, he was part of the South Logan team in 2008, which won the grand final but didn't play in the decider. They've hit back out of nothing, and Taylor from the sideline. He can't get it to swing around, Liam Taylor. We're locked up at 14 all. Peter Vasaltis down on the sideline. I'm convinced that pass from dummy half was forward.
It certainly looked that way. We'll get another look at it now. And yeah, that was a forward pass. I think the last couple were okay, but be that as it may, it's in the score sheet now, and the Mackay Cutters level at 14 all. And this is the finale that the Intrust Super Cup deserves. Two great teams. They've been sensational all year at 14 points all. Just a word on the breeze at the moment. It's tended to drop off a little bit during certain stages. It's more just gusting up, but when it does, it's more in at the back of the Mackay Cutters. So look for them to utilise the breeze in the second 40.
It was good skill there from Minto. He saw the defenders that were short on that short side, and good skill to straighten the line of attack, and also fire law. He exhausted the defensive line, kept the ball in two hands, and David Mill for so many years has finished off, when he played with the Raiders, finished off many a good try. But Davies has done a lot of work here for the Cutters here this afternoon, but he's put his side in a pretty vulnerable position right now.
You need to get to a kick following a try.
Especially with a win like this behind you.
Let's go, Cutters. Take the scrum. East, let's go. Arms over.
They're back on the defensive, Mackay. They just score out of nothing, don't they? They just score out of nothing.
Wait for the out. Go. Out!
We knew it was going to be a fantastic game. It's proving that so far.
He coming, 7.
The lead's changed 4 times. Will it be a 5th?
Tackle 2! 1 foot on the line!
Garbett plays it. Geese. Here's Cody Walker joining in. Morgan tried to hit him with a shoulder and Walker bounced away from it and played it quickly. Isaac Kaufman. Parnapa, Cody Walker. They've got numbers. They must score. Newman. I think he's lost it over the line, Shane Newman.
Tony, we got tackle 4. We have no try. Check grounding, please.
Oh, they've absolutely botched this one. The East Tigers. They had numbers. Newman was on the outside of his man. As he twists in the tackle,
be controlled.
Michael Morgan comes in, a clutching tackle, tries to use his momentum, but he loses possession of the ball, Newman.
He's one of only 3 men to score a hat-trick in grand finals in this competition, Newman. He scored 3 for the Sunshine Coast in 2009, but he can't get this one down.
It's the leg of Faramo.
Sharpie, it's no try. It's a knock-on in the field of play, so it's a scrum.
It's a knock-on in the field of play, boys. Here. It's a scrum. It's in the field of play.
The ball was over
Scrum
the try line.
Jardine Babongi's back into the action for Mackay. That's a miracle recovery.
Yeah. Scrum here. Cutter speed.
The ball was over the try line then.
Scrum.
When he loses possession, so you'd like to think that. I know the lower half of his body's in the field of play, but if he gets that ball over the try line, it's a try. So if he loses it over the try line, should get a 20-metre restart.
So down to you, Salty sideline.
Yeah, with Jardine Babongi coming on, this is a brave effort from him, and he's a lot of pain, but he can see that he wants to get out there. He's led the team so well all season, and he's doing a job for his teammates this afternoon. He says he's not going to be a risk out there. I heard him mention to the trainers earlier, and there he is with the first touch of the football coming on after hurting his ankle halfway through the first half.
Well, that'll be a lift for his teammates, seeing the inspirational captain get himself up and back on the park.
And there you go.
Law, strong run from dummy half.
The 2-pronged attack of Faramo and then Fire Law into dummy half.
Anthony Mitchell, he might fancy his chances from dummy half at some point. Babongi with his second carry since coming back on. Mitchell, short side, Minto. He's shooting for the line here, Matt Minto, and he'll find it. You hear the calls of great set. They've got 90 metres there with the kick from Matt Minto.
Well, that's what they want to do against the East Tigers. Because they're such a big, mobile, quick team, you want to continue to play them on breaks. Put it in a touch, get them from set plays like scrums, get your composure back. But we just know with this East Tigers side, with the halves they've got of Walker and also Grant Geese, they can score tries from any part of the field.
Oh, big tackle, Babongi on Sal. I'm back on, Junior, says Jardine Babongi.
Very bunched, the East Tigers behind the play, the ball. They need someone to roll the sleeves up here.
This is a big set. Big set for both the attacking and defensive teams. They started well, Mackay. They're putting a lot of pressure on. And Garbutt, just in the nick of time, he's back into the action and running freely. There's Isaac Kaufman at dummy half. Cody Walker is kicking into the wind here, and this just sits up. He gets a bounce over the touchline. He's a surviving member of the team that played in the 2004 grand final, Isaac Kaufman, in jumper 17. A word for our matchday sponsors and for the Tigers. BDS, they're Australia's leading manufacturer of shop fitting, shelving and display equipment. And they're available from all of their branches in all states of Australia, and they're proud sponsors of the East Tigers here on Grand Final Day. And Smart State Rentals have been with Mackay all season, locally owned and operated. They're the preferred vehicle supplier for Mackay Tourism, all your mine, vehicle and hire car needs. Thanks to all our matchday sponsors throughout the year, they've been instrumental to the running of the Intrust Super Cup. How about the finish coming up here? 25 to go.
Hold! Go. 11 up! 3. Come on, hold! Go, 3.
Come again, you
Hold
come.
on the line, tackle 4. Hold here, hold!
Babongi.
Mitchell's going to be important for the Cutters. With Tom Butterfield off at the moment,
Don't hold it in, Jardine.
Anthony Mitchell can take advantage of that.
Minto, up she goes.
13's offside, 13!
He wants the breeze to play a part. Oh, Hampton solid at the back.
Tackle 1!
He's dragged back Ben Hampton.
Hold! Go!
Oh, out of the line came Chernak.
Hang on!
He was playing a game of pinball with Maley Sevi.
Taumalolo just ragdoll Sevi there, picked him up off the ground like a child.
It might be 14 all, but the running's in favour of the Cutters here at the moment.
Hold! Too early, 15.
This is 3 and now 4 gone. They haven't even reached the 20 yet. Glasby, that's a better run. Oh, he's through Glasby! Tim Glasby in open space. He's into the backfield. He wants support. He held it, Tim Glasby. There's still a tackle left. And a penalty. And in the bin, that's a massive call from Clayton Sharp.
That's the wrong call there. If we look at the replay, Liam Taylor has got no control here at all. He's got the tackle player.
Wow.
Here Clayton Sharp then saying he's on top of him. What a run, Glasby, and it was needed at a crucial part of the game.
What are we doing?
They were going nowhere, the East Tigers.
Now, does he have a second grab?
Arms are away.
Oh, there's a hand there.
On the right.
You know, if there's a hand there, Scott, I can't blame the referee.
I think hard done by.
They're a man down. The Tigers on the march. Glasby started it. The ball's lost.
They try to play that pet player theirs down the short side. Glasby just loses control. The Mackay Cutters hang on.
Taumalolo running across field. Oh, salty. How about this for the last 24 minutes?
Unbelievable stuff. The crowd's right into it now. They're baying for blood. There's a lot of support here for the Mackay Cutters, and they're trying to urge the Cutters as well. But what about that run there from Tim Glasby? Steve Thorpe, the captain of the Tigers, about to come onto the field. What a last 20-odd minutes we've got here installed at North Ipswich Reserve. But a tough call there against the Mackay Cutters with Taylor going to the bin, but probably the right one in the end.
Look at the urgency of the East Tigers defensive line now.
That's a good kick from Mitchell too from dummy half. He decided to put boot to ball on the 4th tackle. Hampton as well placed. Hampton almost gets in behind them.
Glasby's inspired this Tigers side.
Sevi. You thought for all money Mackay had the upper hand only a few minutes ago. That run from Glasby's changed the entire game. Kaufman to Sow.
Up 17! Lost it.
And he's lost it. He's had a barnstormer, Junior Sow. That's his first mistake.
Lost. Trainer, get off. Go. Off.
Good contact by Taumalolo and also Babongi coming from the inside.
Let's go.
This angle will tell us the true reflection. Yeah, just in the event of making the tackle.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
How this game can turn in the space of one tackle.
Let's go. Come together. Keep your arm over, Jason. Yeah, pull it. Out!
The message from Kim Williams to the Mackay Cutters would be, let's just kick this as early as we can and get it down the other end of the field.
Yes, now.
He's been tireless all afternoon, Guess.
And the captain, Babongi.
Roll out on 3!
14 all, 21 to go. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Taumalolo. Bounced away from Kaufman. Look at the footwork of Jason Taumalolo.
12 off the ball!
This will be one of the highest bombs you would have thought. Minto, he tipped for himself. He had everyone, including me, forward. It's knocked on by Hampton. You thought for all money this was going up and up and up. But he played the sleight of hand card.
I'm not worried about that. Stay apart, boys. We need you to stay apart. It's their feed. Knock on from your fullback.
There was some pushing and shoving, but the referee's happy with it.
Yeah, take your time. It's their feed. Knock on for the fullback. Yes, mate. Yeah. Dane.
That's Kenny Bromwich.
Look at those scenes. Look at the people that have turned up here today at North Ipswich Reserve. Fantastic weather, great day.
It's going to be a scrum here. Jason, calm it down.
6,706 the crowd at North Ipswich Reserve. It's a good crowd.
Let's go. Yes, mate. Let's go.
They haven't had the ability to get the structure and the shape that they had last week against the Pride and the Mackay Cutters. This will probably be one of only very few occasions that they'll get the opportunity to
Time on. Stay in.
set up and try and use Taumalolo as that lead runner.
Get your arm over, Jardine. Keep it over. Let him in. Let him in.
This is a huge period of the game.
That's it. Down, Jason.
As we approach the last 20, Mackay feed the scrum through their halfback Minto. He's on the 10. And Barita for Ramo. Oh no, the pass was bad. Babongi drops it. Oh, that's the pressure, Scott. That's the pressure of a grand final on the line.
It is always the hardest place to attack from inside the 10 metres. You got the defence in your face. You're worrying about the markers. The defence getting off the line quicker than normal. A lot of people seem to think, oh, you're up that close to the try line, you've got to be a chance, but it's the hardest place to attack from. There's so much pressure.
How would you like to be a coach?
Oh.
Jordan, get up,
We
tackle
needed a
one.
defibrillator on standby for one of the coaches, if not both.
That's a big moment of the game. In the scheme of things, that's a big moment, that drop on the second tackle.
How's your ticker going, Salty?
I'll tell you what, when you're sitting between two of these benches here, Matt, you can't help but start to get a little nervous because you can see the feeling down here. We're hearing all the noise from the crowd around as well. The atmosphere is unbelievable, but the nerves from everyone here at North Ipswich Reserve, a dead set shot, and we've still got a quarter of the game to go.
It's a fitting finale to a remarkable competition. Now Grayeski with the fresh legs. The offload went back and it's cleaned up. Babongi's there to make the tackle on 5.
That was an opportunity then.
Oh, the ball from Kaufman's not good. Geese. Now Glasby, who put a kick through the second rower. It's not a bad one either.
17.
In fact, it's a beauty. For Ramo. From a standing start. He's hit by Grayeski.
Big set here for the Cutters.
And the
Big
crowd
set.
are coming into this too. He's been outstanding, Taumalolo.
Count now, tackle 2, 5. Go. That's 3, 8 up. On me, hold. Go.
They'll get Liam Taylor back from the sin bin shortly as well. Mackay, we need to remember that they played the last bit of this game with 12 men.
Wait. Go.
Yes,
12 up.
if they can survive this period with 12 men, Mackay, and not concede points, they'll be over the moon. That's a big one. Hampton good again at the back.
He's handled that well, hasn't he? The second half, Hampton. He's got himself set very early on when the ball's gone up. He's found a landing spot for it. Again here, nice and comfortable Hampton. He needs to inject himself a little bit more, Hampton, around to play the ball.
He's an X factor, Ben Hampton.
Yeah, as we get into the final moments, if he can get around to play the ball with these forwards, these tiring forwards, he'll get a big play.
Hey, release. Tackle 4. Roll to the side.
Walker, he got a low pass from Geeks. There's Hampton. And the ball to Sevi hits the deck, and it's picked up by Morgan. And Morgan's off down the sideline. Michael Morgan, he'll score! Michael Morgan points it down, and he looks to the heavens to Alex Elisala. That one's for you, he says, but he hasn't got it yet.
We have tackle 0. We have a try.
Oh,
Check the touchline, touching goal, and whatever happened back
check
there.
everything. This is a huge moment.
Well, we've read during the week about how profoundly affected Michael Morgan has been by the passing of his friend this year. He couldn't bring himself to play rugby league for almost a month. He may have scored the try that could give the Cutters the Intrust Super Cup. There's the line, there's the line, and there's the 4 points.
Oh, great work, Michael Morgan. We talk about those big moments.
Clayton, all good. It's a try.
Thank you, Tony.
An unbelievable play from Michael Morgan at 18-14.
We talk about...
Matt, you want to throw that bottle a bit further, mate?
What an unbelievable try by Michael Morgan on the bounce.
We talk about the big moments and the experienced players that come up with the big plays in these games. And it's that man with the NRL experience, Michael Morgan, that scores a try.
What about big moments?
Yeah, Liam Taylor off. Matt Minto has been involved in everything today in directing this team around the field. He's identified some opportunities down the short sides for the Cutters.
He's got the breeze left to right. He's been one of their best all year, Matt Minto. He's no stranger to kicking goals. He's butted up against the sideline. He's hit it well and drifts away. He's straight over. I thought it had drifted away to the right, but it's over from Minto and it's a ripper.
It was a flat ball out to Sevi, but the Mackay Cutters had it defended well with Bromwich. But Morgan picks it up, and I don't think he realised, with no one in front of him, Cody Walker coming across in cover, and as you said, Matty, he points up to the heavens to Alex Elisala, who rode him all the way home. 15 minutes to go in this enthralling battle. What a great run.
This isn't over. Hall's made a mistake playing the ball. He lets it go on the referee. Oh, I think he's got away with one there, Hall, and Taumalolo says, give it to me. It nearly comes free there.
Tackle 2! Go out!
Liam Taylor's coming back. Salty. Do something down there. I need a break.
Wow, just wow. Liam Taylor about to come back onto the field. We can see him coming down the tunnel now, but this is absolutely unbelievable. It's Babongi with a big run. The cutters are flying at the moment. Plenty of emotion.
Amazing stuff from Mackay. They're within shot of another try. Here's Taumalolo. It's hard not to be swept up in the excitement of this game. Minto, chip kick. Faramo's coming. They fly. Morgan was there as well. Well taken by Maley Sevi.
What about the composure of Sevi after dropping that ball and coming up with a big play? With that beautiful pinpointed kick by Minto. We thought he was going to set up for the 1 point.
Liam Taylor's back on the park. Not only have they weathered that 10-minute stop without conceding, they've scored a try with a man down.
Again, we go back to character. Craig Ingebrigtsen there, the coach of the East Tigers. He's always been an animated coach in regards to the way that he's reacted to wins. That's how each side can respond to pressure here. The pressure of the lead and also the pressure of being behind on the scoreboard. Two completely different mindsets.
Well, there's ample time for it. 13 minutes. That's an eternity in the Intrust Super Cup. Geese, Cody Walker. And a good tackle made on Grayeski. It comes out the back. It's gone forward, has it? Oh, they're getting restless now. Oh, that started something. There's a forearm being thrown.
Break it up. Zip it up. Come on. Take it back. 10, 10, 10, 10 Tigers. Go back. Go back.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Anthony, please take your men back, please. Well, let's go.
This is not what you want to see in a grand final.
Cody, can you take them back?
But we talk about
Tony,
handling pressure and being composed. The Mackay Cutters
come over here, boys.
aren't reacting like a team that
Keep apart.
are in the lead at the moment.
Walker throws it. Now, Babongi has come in from behind. Now, I'm not sure. I thought
Back up.
initially there was a punch potentially thrown, but maybe it was a push.
But it's third man in.
It's third man in.
There's a big chance Babongi may go to the sin bin here.
Okay. Yes, I got it.
This might show it. Walker gets up. He's not happy. There's Babongi with a shoulder into the back of Grayeski.
This will be a penalty to the Tigers, I think.
Well, he's going to have to go to the bin, I'd say. That is third man in, and they frown upon that.
Anthony Mitchell, he's just the best.
I'm putting him on report for a shoulder charge. Penalty against him. Okay. Jardine. Yep. Cody. Are you the catwalk? No, Steve, sorry. Steve's on. Let's listen. Let's listen to me. It's exactly right. Let's calm it down. It's a close game. Let's play football. We played football all the first half. All right. Okay. I don't need you blokes to inflame any situation by throwing the ball. Okay. That's enough. Jardine, you're on report for a shoulder charge and a penalty against you. Yep.
Well, I think he's happy with that outcome, isn't he?
Yeah, but Jardine.
Well, he'd have to be.
But you know what? They were about to have the feed to a scrum from a turnover from a mistake by the East Tigers.
Well, he's not happy with the whole incident, but what I'm getting to is he's lucky to be on the park.
You're right. But again, a huge moment. Another turnaround in this game.
Well, we said there was ample time. Bromwich and Grayeski, and he aims his run straight at Jardine Babongi. There's four cutters there. Wrap around, Butterfield, out now, Geese.
That's a good tackle by Sam Hall.
Now Mitch Garbutt from close range. He's got this down, I think, has he? There's a hand under it, but I'm sure there's a punch in the ball.
I have a try. Just double check the grounding, please.
I'm sure a portion of this has touched the ground. The runaway locomotive, Mitch Garbutt.
He's had an amazing game here this afternoon, Mitch Garbutt. Use this size and strengthen the momentum to roll. It'll be interesting to see if the ball actually makes contact with the ground here.
He said try though, hasn't he?
He has. It's not down there.
There. That's it. That's a try. Unbelievable.
That's a try. They needed someone to stand up.
Copy, all clear, grounding try.
Thanks, Tony.
He has been the outstanding player on the field, Mitch Garbutt. And with his 19th run of the grand final, he scores the try that gets them within 2, and Cody Walker can lock it up. If you thought the last 10 minutes was good, Peter Basaltis, how about the next 10?
Oh, this is going to be a ripping finale there. Big Mitch Garbutt, he's been one of the Tigers' best this afternoon. And have a look at him power his way over the line there. Both teams have been sensational. I tell you what, the last time the Tigers played in the grand final went for 104 minutes. I don't care if this takes us through to 60 minutes tonight. I don't want it to end. This is fantastic stuff. What a finale.
I'll take another 20 weeks, Pete. How about that?
That'll do.
It's game on as Thorpe runs it up hard.
Oh, we've saved the best for last, haven't we? And what a great season this has been.
Mitch Garbutt again. Have a look at him run.
Tackle 3. Lock in. Go. Good now.
There's Butterfield. Scheming from dummy half.
Tackle 4. All the way, Cutters. Hold.
Cody Walker. And Tim Glasby, who himself has played a massive role here.
Well, he turned this game at one stage back in favour of the East Tigers.
Outside.
High kick from Hampton. There's a couple of chases outside of him that might have been marginally in front. It's tucked back in field. It's been lost forward.
Zero tackle. Hold here. Hold. Go. Go to the ruck 12. Play
Oh,
on.
dear for Rainbow. It's been lost by Taylor. Liam Taylor's knocked it on. 10 out from his own line.
Pressure does to all of us.
Play the ball.
Horrible play the ball. And I've got to say, poor old Liam Taylor.
Yep, zero tackle. Zero tackle. Yep, I gave you zero tackle. I gave you zero tackle. Let's go. Back here. Back
What
on
an
the line.
atmosphere.
It's been great all day. Before lunch, Colts kicked off. And it's been this fever pitch enthusiasm all afternoon.
Come together. Arm over. Stay in.
Cody Walker. Victoria Male Player of the Year. The number 6 feeds the scrum.
That's one. Stand up, 17.
Feels like this game's been going for a week.
Here's Mitch Garbutt. The ball's come out.
Good contact there by Big Sam Hall. Number 10, 2 number 10s coming and colliding. There's a mirror image from the last time they're up here.
Well, they were ready for it that time.
Seconds in. Anthony, stay in. Let's go. Keep your arms around the outside. 1. East. Pull in. Out.
Strong defence, and the Tigers on Taylor. They're swarming on him. They know his confidence is down. 3 men in. Down to you, Pete.
Just the intensity here is going to come down to those that can keep their heads, and that's been the message coming down from Kim Williams, the coach of the Mackay Cutters, just to settle things down. It's what Anthony Mitchell has been saying as well, but the Tigers at the moment, with the momentum going into the back end, they do have a player down in back play though at the moment, as though the kick comes in an attempted 40-20, but it'll go to Hampton.
It's Mitch Garbutt down in the back play. He's salty.
He's clutching at his wrist as well. He doesn't look like he's in a good way, Garbutt.
Tackle 1, we've got a player injured back there. Wait there for tackle 1.
We'll take a break at 20
Yeah,
points all in the grand final.
Take your time, take your time. One, Steve. You gotta wait for him to get on side.
There's a welcome sign for East Tigers supporters with Mitch Garbutt back in the line.
Surrender!
He has just been
Release
phenomenal.
now. 2, go.
Forbes lost it here for the Tigers. Well, we know Craig Ingebrigtsen wears his heart on his sleeve. He looks pale. No one deserves to lose this.
You're right. You're right. Both teams have just provided such a great spectacle here. The character in both these sides.
Get your head down.
How are we going to pick a Duncan Hall medal winner, player of the match?
Taumalolo. Look at his footwork. He's 110 kilos of muscle and he moves like John Travolta on the dance floor. Field goal. Minto hits it. Hits it. Hits it. Minto over. They've got a 1 point advantage, the Cutters, but there's 6 to go.
And that's smart too. They didn't wait till the 4th or 5th tackle. Minto took control. Waited till everyone least expected it. Perfect position on the back of an inspiring run by Jason Taumalolo. The best part about the Cutters, they didn't react then in excitement. They realised there's still a long time to go.
That's not it. That is not it.
Getting dark here, the lights have been turned on.
We might be here till midnight.
Tom, come to me, mate.
Fly law.
Tackle 2. I need you to hold, Tom. Wait.
Good
Lock
rugby
in.
league.
Wait. Go. 2.
Rabongi.
9 off on 3. Come on, get 4. Okay, good.
Mitchell gets it out of here. This is a good kick from Mitchell towards the sideline. Well, he'll take a dead ball of any time. He's blowing up at the touch charge. He's sure that's found touch in the field of play.
He should zip it up, Anthony Mitchell.
He should zip it up. Any ball out of play now is a good ball from Mackay.
Held! Lock in markers on 1. Go.
He's got a fair point.
I'll leave me out of it. I don't want to know about it.
Release on 2.
Sometimes the calls go against you.
Hold.
How you react.
4.
Up 3. Here it is here. Wait. Go.
Hampton. Newman.
They defended any time the East Tigers have come down their left side. Morgan and also Frame. I still think there's an opportunity for Hampton around the middle of the field, around the play the ball. His speed and his agility.
What do you reckon? Up she goes. He's down in trouble here. That's Kenny Bromwich in 13 now. How about the attrition rate? Salty, they're all going down. Can you blame them at all?
Oh, it's amazing that they're all still on their feet. But I'll tell you one thing with Kenny Bromwich here, and he has had a shoulder problem for a little bit. He's in the wars, as we can see. He's in a fair bit of pain at the moment. He's up, he's looking around. He might be able to play the ball, but let's have a look at this one here. He copped a fair bit of attention there. Certainly, you wouldn't think it'll be a penalty, but it'll be the last tackle here. But what odds are bomb?
Hold! Last tackle!
Mackay Cutters wingers need to get back and assist Liam Taylor here.
Up she goes. Walker put the high kick up, and it's been taken at the back safely by Faramo. Inside the final 4 minutes, Taylor. Oh, he has to hang on to it, Liam Taylor. Oh, no! Liam Taylor's lost it again!
He lost it, mate. Time out, boys. Stay there, stay there, stay here. Stay here, we're playing. We're playing it. Let's go. Let's go. Set it. Get down.
He has lost it too.
Lost it cold.
In.
Oh dear. Junior Sow for the East Tigers. At the very least, they have to come away with one. At the very least. Glasby. He threw Mitchell away like a rag doll. Geese. Bromwich is up and about after being injured. What do? Do you go now or do you try for the try? Geese. They spin it to Newman. He's got grand final tries. He throws it over the sideline. I don't want to say anything, but that's a long way back from the Tigers now if Mackay can complete a set.
Forward pass here from Newman. A couple of occasions, Morgan has shown him the sideline, and looks like on a couple of occasions, a disappointment of Hampton. A couple of occasions that Newman could have taken advantage of it, but it's just Michael Morgan just outsmarting him.
Yep,
he's had an afternoon, Michael Morgan, hasn't he?
Wonderful game.
Out!
Jason Taumalolo.
Over the line, come on, East.
If they complete the set and get the kick away, you think it's nearly theirs.
Go out, Gordon!
You never know here, though.
Wait. Go. 15 up. 3. Come on, white 10. Good.
Anthony Mitchell. Mitchell up to halfway. There's 4 tackles gone.
Wait. Go.
Minto. Yes.
Kick out.
Wesley shadows him. Here's the 5th to last. Minto. He wants the sideline. It's well taken at the back. Ben Hampton, there's still a chance. The East Tigers, they've got just under 2 minutes. An unbelievable contest.
15 up, tackle 2.
Sevi may have lost it. Sevi's lost the ball, getting up to play it. There's some measured celebrations on the Cutters bench, but they are very measured.
Cutters. Let's go, Cutters.
It's close. It's not there yet, but it's close.
You can stand up. 15, let's go. Come on, Cutters. Anthony, arms around the outside. Come on, second rows. Wait. Pull in. Time on. Out.
Jason Taumalolo. He'll take some stopping. Jason Taumalolo.
Release, he can. On 1. All the way. And go.
Time ticks. Mitchell runs. Anthony Mitchell. Mackay have won the Intrust Super Cup. And Anthony Mitchell puts the icing on the cake. It's been an emotional roller coaster for Mackay. They were written off, but they prevailed. They've endured pain all year. They've lost a teammate in the most tragic of circumstances. But North Queensland celebrates this afternoon. Peter Basaltis, it's a fairy tale coming to fruition.
Oh, it is, and the emotion pouring out down here on the sideline from the Mackay Cutters. Their bench has erupted, the players have erupted. What a season the Mackay Cutters have had. What a grand final we've had this afternoon for the Intrust Super Cup. A terrific competition that deserved to have a finale like this. He shattered Craig Ingebrigtsen. Why wouldn't he be? The Tigers were favourites going into today's game. But I'll tell you what, the character of this Mackay Cutters team is just something to behold. If you've missed this afternoon's Intrust Super Cup Grand Final, then I tell you what, you're poorer for it because it's been sensational.
No one deserves to lose a game like this, but there has to be a winner, and there's Kim Williams. An extraordinary coaching performance from this man in his first season coaching at this level. Both coaches, rookie coaches, at Intrust Super Cup level. There's the kick. It's over. It's time to celebrate in Mackay. They'll be rocking in the streets. The grand final has been won by the Mackay Cutters. They finished second on the ladder. They were beaten comprehensively by the Tigers in week 1 of the finals. But today is their day. Full time at North Ipswich Reserve. It's a famous afternoon for Mackay. They beat the East Tigers 27 points to 20.
Through those hard games like we saw today.
And it's hard not to be affected by the emotion we've seen too. Jardine Babongi, of course, with some understandable emotion too when he accepted the trophy for winning the premiership, and acknowledging Alex Elisala, who they lost early this year in such tragic circumstances. And a stronger team may well have crumbled under that kind of pressure.
Exactly, just the pressure that, well, no one's really backed them, have they, all year, especially leading into the finals. No one believed. But look at these scenes. Amazing for the Mackay Cutters. What a feeling.
Well, they're happy here too at North Ipswich Reserve, and they'll be pretty happy in Mackay as well this evening.